things that are going to be happening right now. We're live in Australia with Katy Ross. Miss Ross, what's shaking?
Good. Well, I've only had about 3 hours sleep. I stayed up to watch the live stream last night.
Well, you look refreshed right now.
I just put some makeup on quickly to make myself look presentable.
Well, hey, so Katy, for everybody in America right now that doesn't know your story and doesn't know what you've been able to go out there and do, which actually everybody should know, you are the #1 salesperson last year in Australia, and I think you're probably going to regain that title again this year, aren't you?
Hopefully, I'm not quite sure.
So tell everybody your story real fast, because I think it's interesting, and how long you've been doing Pure Romance, how much did you do in sales last year, and how many people are on your team in Australia?
Sure. I've been doing Pure Romance for 3.5 years. I was working in the health field before that, and my sales last year were 114,000. We've actually just hit our 12-month mark now, and I've hit 150,000 this year. And my team is almost comprised of 200 girls. So they're doing an amazing job. I'm very, very proud of them. Shout out to Ultimate Oz Stars. Super, super proud of those girls.
Yeah, they've done a great job, haven't they?
They have. I'm blown away, Chris. I'm absolutely blown away. We've almost hit $1 million for the year, so I'm super, super proud of them.
Now, Katy, I think everybody should know this. I mean, you really work your business day in and day out. Not only, doing it, the parties, but, working with your ladies over there and staying a champion in what you do. Where do you find the encouragement, the motivation, to keep going? Because, starting a brand new market 3 years ago, there was no business out in Australia, and you guys have pioneered this whole unbelievable opportunity out there now.
Yeah, I think you've just got to love what you do and be excited about it, because excitement is contagious, and if people can see your excitement and your passion, people want to come on board and they want to have parties with you. So I think it's really important that you love what you do. So I just share it with everyone I know. I talk to people outside of my friend circle, and I think that's key, and consistency is key as well. Yeah.
Now, did you know anything about these types of products prior to getting involved with Pure Romance?
No. I had never heard of these types of parties. I'd never heard of Pure Romance. I didn't even want to go to this first party, Chris.
Yep. And so now that you've done this and you went out there, how are you sharing the opportunity in Australia? I mean, you're in a market that a lot of people, when they think of Australia, they think of Sydney, they think of Melbourne, they think of Brisbane.
Yes.
But nobody thinks of Perth,
No, Perth gets left behind a little bit. We're on the western side of Australia. We're a smaller city, but this is where Pure Romance started in Australia.
Yeah.
So this is where the market has grown the most, I think. But everyone's doing really well here. So I think this has got the most. I think it's got the most potential at the moment. But I think in the next couple of years, we're going to see the rest of Australia boom as well.
Yeah,
exciting.
Now you have some great women that are in Brisbane with Sally Holmes and that group now coming in.
Yes.
You've got New Zealand with Mel and her team out there now. So we're getting a lot of traction, over in that neck of the woods.
That is right, and I think those girls are going to grow their businesses, and we're going to see Australia rocking soon, hopefully.
All right, so what is one tip that you've learned this week, or that you've learned inside of Pure Romance? And I know you talk to a lot of the American consultants, and you come to World Conference. I will say one thing about you. You stay a student all the time, and I'm so proud of you and so impressed of how you do that. But what is one thing you've learned, in your Pure Romance career over the 3 years?
I think you really do need to step out of your comfort zone, and because everything you want is outside of your comfort zone, so you really need to push yourself and stay consistent and reach out to others. Even if they're not in your team, reach out to other people and ask, for tips and things like that, because that's how you're going to grow and that's how you're going to learn. And obviously going to training is super important as well.
Well, hey, Katy.
Staying a student.
Stay a student. And listen, I will see you guys at our convention that we have in Australia in January. We'll be having a good time. It's a great time. We do a convention every year in Australia. So much fun, so exciting. And the energy is contagious, isn't it? It's crazy. They have so much fun there. And I appreciate you and everybody there. Tell them I miss them and I love them, and I'll see them real soon, okay?
Yeah, we can't wait to see you, Chris. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, hey, listen, speaking of having great leaders,